Hey there, I'm Ken. This is CRT. Welcome to this episode. In this episode, I have, well, it's another one of my eBay purchases that I'm going to be opening up, taking a look at, and testing out. And actually, I think for the price that I paid for this, I was very lucky to get a hold of this. And yeah, we'll just have to find out how much work it's going to take to get this going. It is a new addition to my slowly growing Commodore collection. So yeah, I know I can't wait. So let's open this up and take a look. When I bought this on eBay, it said untested. Now, a lot of people have said online when I've said things about buying it untested that 100% of the time this will not work. Well, we'll see. Interesting choice of packaging. Oh, this is actually very well packaged, actually. He's double lined the cardboard. And there's some foam in here and lots of bubble wrap. This is the way to pack up a computer. Something that just arrived for me is another computer that, yeah, not packaged near this well. But as you can see, there's a second lining of cardboard in here, so that is awesome. This is definitely the way to do this. And here it is. It is a Commodore 64. Now, I am not going to mess around with power sources and stuff, so I went and I bought myself a brand new modern Commodore 64 power source, so we should be good there. So we know that the power source is going to work. So let's take a closer look at this. All right, well, as you can probably see, it is very dirty. Definitely needs a cleaning. But looking at everything here, it's got one screw missing on the bottom here. There is our serial number. But basically, everything is looking pretty good on this thing. And it's got all the keys, so that's a definite bonus. This is my first Commodore computer I've ever bought with all of the keys. Okay, so I've removed the two screws that were in it, so let's open this up. Oh, and it feels like the clips are still intact, so let's be careful there. Okay, so the LED light was not connected. There's still a the metal board on there. So let's take that off. Shielding, that's the word I was looking for. Isn't that embarrassing when you just, there's one word that you just cannot seem to think of. There we go, and we have removed the shielding. And would you look at that? It appears all of the chips are here. See if the power switch works, unlike that VIC-20 that I had. Okay, it turns on and off. Big dust bunny in there. Well, I guess perhaps we should give it some power and see what happens. Maybe blow out all the dust bunnies first. Check the fuse. All right, so the first thing I am going to do is test to see if this fuse works. And it does. So the next thing will be to plug power in, power it on, and see if there's a smoke show. Seems okay. Don't smell anything burning. All right, well, the next thing to do is plug this in to a TV and see what happens. Okay, we have the computer hooked up to the TV. The power is going. Kind of neat, the C64 on this lights up, so I know that there's definitely power going to it. So let's see what happens. And we're getting, look at that. Wow, it works. Okay, let's hook the keyboard up to this and see if the keyboard works. All right, the keyboard and everything is hooked up. Power light's hooked up. Power works. All right, let's test this keyboard out. Everything seems to be working. Looks good. All right, let us write a short program that will test out to see if it's displaying the colors and everything. Yeah, everything I learned about programming on the Commodore 64, which right now is very, very little, I've learned from 8-Bit Show and Tell. So big thank you for all of the things that Robin does over there on his channel. So okay, so this little short program here should just cycle through flashing the different colors on the background and on the border. So we will see if all of the colors are working or not. All right, that looked good to me. It looks like the colors are working. So we've got a Commodore here with a working keyboard, working colors, working computer. Wow. Hey there, it's Ken from the future. Hello. I was just editing this video together and I realized there was something I completely forgot to test out on this Commodore 64, and that was my data set right here. So I've gone back into the C64. I have retyped in that program that I tested out the colors with. And I'm now going to try and save it. And now we press record and play together. And the light has come on. And it's going. And it says that it is saved. So just to show that this program is working, there we go. And we will rewind this to 0. And we will stop this. Ooh, nice colors. Clear the memory. List nothing in the memory. So now let's load it up and see what happens. So I'm assuming this will be like my VIC-20 and it puts a little leader in front of the program. And it looks like that's what has happened because it has not found, and it found color. And it's not, it stopped. Okay, well, didn't do that on the VIC-20. All right, it's loaded back in. So let's see if, looks like it's all loaded back in. Let us run it. Yes, it looks as if the dataset is working, which means that the cassette port on this C64 works just fine. So I do actually have a way to load games into this if I can find some tape games for the C64. So I'm going to have to try and figure something out for that. There we go. I mean, I completely lucked out on this computer. I mean, I don't know yet if the cartridge port works yet, or I don't know if the SID chip works or anything like that, but this is at least a partially working Commodore 64 computer. It just goes to show that sometimes when somebody says untested, it really is just untested. It's not because they plugged it in and something went boom. Yeah, so I am super happy with this. I paid just over $100 Canadian for this, so I think I got a pretty good deal. Anyways, yeah, I now have a Commodore 64 to go along with my VIC-20s, so yeah, I can't wait to get software for this, and hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, you know what you can do with the liking, the subscribing, and or the commenting below, because anything and everything you do is always greatly appreciated.